Test how my levels. That's pretty good. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Winnow, winnow, winnow. I do live. Get this party started. Whoops. That's what we want. All right. So doing something a little different today. I'm going to be. Let me fix this guy real quick. Here. No, here. Hello. No, here. Hello. There we go. All right, doing something a little different today. We will be making a game. Kinda, sort of. Yeah, it has been a very long time. Took a long break. Got my life together. JK, not really. It's never actually ever together. Um, yeah, been finally have some free time. Work has like settled down and like been stable. So getting back into streaming and game design and gonna see what we could do. Um, so today I want to brainstorm a project that I can make in Godot. 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 And I want it to be goblin themed. Goblin theme. E-M-E. Yeah, man, enjoy your dinner. Come back whenever. I'll be on for a bit. So with those in mind, I want it to be simple enough that it could just be two scenes, three scenes. Three scenes. That being the start screen. A-R-T. The game screen. Or scene, rather. And then the end, whether it be win or lose. So that's win or lose. L-O-S-E. Cool. So that's kind of mechanically what I'm looking at for the scenes. Just the three scenes. A start screen, that starts the game, a game screen where the gameplay happens, then an end screen if you win or lose, which can be the same scene. Um, so let's talk about the actual gameplay. Game. Also, I'm writing with my mouse. Game play. P-L-A-Y. So I was thinking something like Overcooked, maybe. Because I have an obsession with hamburgers. So I'm thinking a goblin served in burgers. What is going on with a threshold here? Bring that up more. Bring this down. Down here. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I was fixing my PNG. Okay, so for gameplay, thinking make K-E burger. E-U-R-G-E-R. Make burger. So when make burger, how, so receive order, receive, I before E, except after C, C-E. I'm gonna make myself look that up real quick. How do spell receive? Receive. R-E-C-E-I-V-E. R-E-C-E-I-V-E. Those need to be swapped. This is not a spelling stream, so it doesn't matter. Receive order. So this would be the first step. You receive order. Second step, make burger. Third step, deliver. Deliver burger. Burger. Oh. BRB. Okay, I had to go see my puppy. All right. Why did that stop playing music? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Make burger or receive order, make burger, deliver burger. So on the make burger part, how do we make this gameplay? I think what we would want to do is when you receive the order, it's going to have various ingredients. It will be like bun, plus meat plus lettuce. And then how would we want to depict this? I'm thinking like you have your window like this, and there'll be a person, or not a person, another gobbo. With their order. This is the order here. Order here. This guy's tough for some reason. Okay, so so he's giving you the order at the window of your food truck thing. And let's just keep it simple. I think so you'll have your grill, and the various ingredients. Ingredients. I really don't want to do like click and drag. So in Overcooked, you have to run your character over to the ingredient, prep it if needed to be prepped, and then assemble. So that's 3 steps. Kinda. It does. It's a bit more complicated than that, but so. We could click item to move what to station. Click item to move to station. Meat. To grill. Ingredients. To prep area. So ingredients to the prep area. Oops. So this should cook on a timer. So cook. On timer. Then we'll say like from rare to burnt. RNT. Can't read that. Let's give me some more canvas space. More canvas. So rare to burnt. RNT. Then ingredients, I think it would just be chop for now, because I want to keep this simple. Chop, and we'll say number of chops. So like an onion would take like 5 chops, tomato 2 chops, whatever. And I think specifically we want the chops to be on the space bar. Space bar. All right. So click an item to move it to the station. Meat to grill. We'll go to the grill. And it'll be on a cook timer from rare to burnt. So rare, medium, burnt. Rare, medium, burnt. And then assembly. Assembly. So for the assembly, probably we would want so the order in which you add it to the plate should matter. Order matters. Order matters. ERS. So the order is going to matter. We want. What if they put it in the wrong order? order. Should they be able to undo it? Grow. We'll add the assembly. Assemb. MB. Ba boop ba boop ba boop. Might just be a good place to start, where you need to grill it, chop it, and assemble it. And I think it'd be funny if the buns are pooped out from a funnel thing. B U N S buns, and then go. That could just be a big ass red button that you gotta slam on. With the buns. Okay. Alright. So let's review. 3 scene start game. Oh, there has to be like a lose state, right? So win slash lose. That's loose, I think. Yeah, that's loose. Lose state. For the lose state, that's pretty easy. Let's say miss 3 orders. So miss 3 orders to lose. And that would be by incorrect order. Just say wrong. Wrong. order or order timeout. Order time. Out. So that means this guy, the customer should be on a timer. Time. So the customer should be on timer, and we could have it be like a random value minus how long it. We can make this a high score game. No. We'll just keep it simple. So wrong order, order timeout will be anywhere from like so we'll start off at like a minute, and it will vary in time. We can have it vary in time from as your streak goes. We can make the time shorter or harder. So there will be some randomized elements to this as well that I gotta think about. You can think about that later. Okay, so we have history orders, wrong order, or order timeout. What is the win state? It could be just be a business day. Just make it through the day, and however many correct orders you submit. Yeah. So make it through day. And it will count successful full orders. For score. What happened there? For score. Okay. So now it's time to get a little bit more technical, but let's pull up our notepad. Oops. Notepad. All right, so let's kind of make a design document out of that out of what we created. So, Goblin Burger time. Gonna be in Godot, Godot. Gameplay consists of receiving an order or burger, making burger by cooking the meat, chopping the vegetables, and assembling the burger. Once assembled, deliver order to customer. When the order has been placed, the timer will start for the customer. If the order is not filled before the timer runs out, the order is missed. The game is over. Game is lost when 3 orders are missed. The player will need to get through a business, we'll say shift, a shift to win the game. At the end of the game, the total of successful orders will be tallied and displayed. Gameplay consists of receiving an order burger, making the burger by cooking the meat, chopping the vegetables, and assembling the burger. Once assembled, deliver order to customer. The order has been placed, a timer will start for the customer. If the order is not fulfilled before the timer runs out, the order is missed. The game is lost and 3 orders are missed. The player will need to get through a shift to win the game. At the end of the game, the total of successful orders will be tallied and displayed. Cool. The method, gameplay. Let's talk about the mechanics. So the mechanics. Talk about the order, the cooking. So player will see kitchen with various items to assemble burger. Items will not be provided in a ready state. For example, meat will need to be grilled. Vegetables chopped. Player will see kitchen with various items to assemble burger. Player will left click on item to place in its appropriate prep station. Meat to grill, veggies to chopping board. Okay. Meat to grill, veggies to chopping board. This mic is not as sensitive as I'd like it to be. Bring this down further. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that should be good. This will work on a timer with 3 stages. And then this will work on clicks or number of chops. Oh yes, much progress has been made on the brainstorming. So in summary here, we're going to be Goblin Burger Flip. So you're going to receive an order from a customer. You'll have your items here, meat, buns, etc., etc. Once the order is placed, it's going to be on a timer, and you'll have to fulfill the order before the timer runs out. Simple, right? So from there, you'll have to grill the meat, chop the veggies, and then assemble. So there's like 3 stages to each order. How we're gonna make that happen, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then you win if you make it through the day, if you make it through your shift. So we'll put the day on a timer. And you lose if you miss 3 orders. And a miss on an order is if it's the wrong order or if the customer times out. So yeah, fairly simple micro game type thing. Essentially, I'm trying to encompass something simple enough to be able to learn the Godot engine and not overcomplicate it. But I have a feeling it's going to get complicated, but I tend to do that stuff. Yeah, it sounds easy enough. But we'll see. So now I'm like writing the game Bible here to reference in addition to my crude sketch here. So yeah, we're looking at the mechanics right now. Player will see the kitchen with various items to assemble the burger. The items will not be provided in a ready state. For example, meat will need to be grilled and vegetables chopped. Player will left click on an item to place in its appropriate prep station. Meat on the grill, veggies on the chopping board, chops. once when items are ready to assemble, player will need to click ready items in the order they need to be assembled in, i.e., for example, X, or let's see, buns, meat, lettuce, onion. Yeah. Some nice to haves. Nice to haves is we want the order to be randomized. With varying difficulty. So something like this, or meat, bun, lettuce, or something dumb like that. So when items are ready to assemble, player will need to click ready items in the order they need to be assembled in. For example, buns, meat, lettuce, onion. Nice to have. Order to be randomized with varying difficulty. Okay. And also, a nice to have would be like a scoring system. Scoring or a grading system. System based on how many completed orders. Cool. Gameplay consists of receiving an order for a burger, making the burger by cooking the meat, chopping the vegetables, assembling the burger. Once assembled, deliver order to customer. When the order has been placed, a timer will start for the customer. If the order is not fulfilled before the timer runs out, the order is missed. The game is lost when 3 orders are missed. The player will need to get through a shift to win the game. At the end of the game, the total of successful orders will be tallied and displayed. Mechanics. Player will see the kitchen with various items to assemble burger. Item will not be provided in a ready state. For example, meat will need to be grilled, vegetables chopped. Player will left-click on an item to place it in its appropriate prep station. Meat grill, which will be on the timer. Veggies, which will be on the chopping board and require a certain number of chops. When items are ready to assemble, player will need to click ready items in the order they need to be assembled in. For example, buns, meat, lettuce, onion. Nice to haves, order to be randomized with varying difficulty. Buns, meat, lettuce, onion. Or that's just some examples, grading systems on how many completed orders. And then the win and the lose. Let's win the game. Okay, so that's the win and lose state. All right, that's a thing. Let's open Godot. And hopefully I don't flash any projects I'm currently working on. Okay, no. Let's Godot. Current folder. We're gonna call this Gabo or Burger Gabo. Burger Gob. Burger Gob, yeah. Wait, create folder. There we go. All right. So we'll definitely do this in 2D space. I think that's the best way to start off with this. Especially since I'm just barely figuring this out. So what would be a good thing to start with? I think from a mechanical standpoint, probably the timers, because there's gonna be two different timers that we need to manage. One for the customer and one for the day. So let's start with timers. I want to create a timer that counts down. This timer should have a value that is set. Create a timer that counts down. The timer, I want to be able to set the value manually. Set value at first. We want it to have a visual element. And we'll say the nice to have is as it gets closer to 0, we'll have it change color. So we'll say at 50% time, turn yellow. 25% to 0% red. So we'll say 50% to 6%. Yellow. W. Color based time left. Cool. Alright. So we'll save this text file. Oops, I need that. Alright, let's do some Googling. How to create a timer in Godot. Countdown. How to create a countdown timer to make the game super easy countdown timer. How do I create it? Stack Overflow, the best place for non-answers sometimes. How do I create a timer in Godot which destroys... No, I don't want that. There's a timer node. Okay, so if there's a node that is timer, I should be able to just look it up. Counts down a specific interval and emits a signal on reaching 0. Can be set to repeat or one shot. No, to create one-shot timer without instancing a node, use screen timer. Tutorials. Let's see. Simple game where a character must move away as long as possible. Nope. Timer. How to make a timer in Godot count up and down in minutes and seconds. Timer node that specify a wait time, which once it reaches 0 will fire a signal that can be used to trigger other events in the game. Timer nodes, however, only count down. This means that to measure time elapsed, such as for a stopwatch, for example, you'll need to keep track of the amount of time that is passed by adding up the delta time every frame and storing it in a variable. This article will show you how to use Godot's built-in timer node and how to measure time using variables. The timer node is ideal for quickly and easily adding a countdown timer to a scene. If you select the timer node in the scene tree, you'll see its properties in the inspector to the right. Alright, let's start with that. 2D scene. No. Let's add a timer. Wait time. Okay. One shot auto start. If true, the timer will stop when reaching 0. If false, it will restart. So we do want this to be one shot. Wait time. The wait time in seconds. The timer can only emit once per rendered frame, at most once per physics frame. If process callbacks is timer process, this means very low wait times will behave in significantly different ways depending on rendered frame rate. If for very low wait times, it is recommended to use a process loop in a script instead of using a timer node. Timers are affected by engine.timescale. A higher scale means quicker timeouts and vice versa. Okay. Okay. Changes. If you navigate to the node tab, you see available signals the node has. Signals are emitted when certain conditions are met. For example, when a node is renamed, or when it enters the scene tree. You can't connect the signal methods. Okay, so I don't really want it to... Well, I do want it to do something. I want it to display the time. But that's a good article. How do I make a simple timer? I want to make... all the way to days. Timer guide, complete guide. Create countdowns from Bad habit delaying action. Watch out. Yes, yes. The timer is started. The timer starts counting down to a specific wait time. Ah, get out of here. Connect the signal to run our logic code. We do want that, but not right away. To put that into practice, you need to create a timer node. You can do this by clicking on the plus button in SceneDoc, or using shortcut Control A, SceneDoc Focus, create a new node, search timer. For this first, we're creating a script called timer example on the root node of the scene. We'll follow the example first. Timer example. Then add child of timer. And we want to create a script. What's it called? Timer example.gd. Okay. Get out of here, ads. All right. Connect the timeout signal. Let's create a new method called onTimerTimeout and print a message. This will be the handler method for our timeout signal. At the moment, this is just a normal method. We will need to connect it to a timer, to the timer node's timeout signal. Just check the. Okay, that's fine. So open Godot. We don't need that right now. Let's split the screens here. Let's create a new method called onTimerTimeout and print a message. This will be the handler method for our timeout signals. So we got func on timer timeout. That's the method name. Then we want to print timer has timed out. Okay. At the moment, this is just a normal method. We will need to connect it to the timer node's timeout signal. We will need to store a reference to the timer node. We do this by creating an onReady variable and assigning a reference to the timer node using its node path. Connect to its timeout signal inside the ready method. In this example, we will connect the signal through code. You can do this. You can do it through the editor instead if you'd liked. We do this by accessing the stored timer reference, calling connect on its signal. We pass in the name of the method we created earlier as a callable. So this is the callable here, because we're passing it in to this method, I think. BRB. Okay, I'm back. All right. Where was I? Okay. We are connecting this method to. Thank you. We are connecting this method to a signal. Okay. At the moment, this is just a normal method. We need to connect it to the timer's node timeout signal. So if we look at the node, there should, yeah, so there's a timeout signal here, emitted when the timer reaches 0. Okay. All right. We're gonna do this via code for now. Oops. Yeah, we'll do it via code for now. So store a reference to the timer node. We do this by creating an onReady variable and assigning a reference to the timer node using its node path. This is the node path here. Can this onReady go anywhere? Where do they put it in the final code? Since it's a variable, we want it kind of at the top for readability. So it's onReady. What does onReady do? Nothing. Let me finish instantiating the timer. Timer. Tell me what onReady does. Online docs. So let's see. At onReady. GDScript has the ability to defer the initialization of a member variable until the ready function is called with onReady. Okay, so the instantiation of the variable myTimer won't happen until the ready method is called, I think, because there is on here, yes, func ready. So func underscore ready parenthesis timer dot timeout dot connect to on timer timeout, but it's not a method like that. Just need that. So func method, function method. So just so this is for me more than anything else, the instantiating the method with function, this is the method name. So function, this is the method name, this is the action. Okay. Can I pop this window up? Ooh. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. We pass the name of the method we created earlier as a callable. So this is the callable here. This is the method, the name of my method passed as a callable. I need to spell timeout correctly. Oh, and it has a little signal icon, so it recognizes that that's the signal. Note that you do not invoke the method like this. myTimer.timeout.connect on timer timeout. we only... What? We only pass a reference to the column, like this. Oh, it's not being invoked, it's only being passed, so there's no parentheses on it. I should be taking notes. So invoke using parentheses. And then pass reference with parentheses. Okay, that makes sense. Setting the timer's duration. As discussed earlier, the timer's wait time property determines the amount of time before it times out. You can either set this property in the inspector or through code like this. Access the timer's reference, my timer.wait time, because the timer has a wait time reference, my timer dot wait time. Yep. Or I'm assuming that's seconds. Okay. Starting the timer. The timer needs to be started for it to run. You can optionally set the auto start property in the inspector to true, but we will be doing it manually in this example. We can do this by calling timer.start method. After connecting the timeout signal, access the timer reference, call the start method. So my timer.start. Okay. When we run this scene, we can see the message being printed to the output every 3 seconds. So let's save this. And we'll run this scene. I just want to run this scene. So every 3 seconds we should see, yep, timer's timed out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's working as expected. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Bless you. When we run this scene, we can see the message being printed to the output every 3 seconds. If we want it to only run once, we could either set the one-shot property to true in the inspector. This will make the timer stop automatically after timing it once. It can be started again by calling start. Alternatively, we can stop the timer manually through code. To stop the timer manually after it has been timed out once, we can call timer.stop method. This will stop the timer from running, and the timer is reset if start is called again at a later point. The timer will not start where the timer has left off. It will start from wait time again. Okay. So if we do my timer.stop, after it prints, it will stop the timer, and for my sake, because I'm a visual person, timer has been stopped. So I should be able to save this and run it again. And it should only run one time. And we should also see, yep, timer's timed out, timer's been stopped. And if we wait another 3 seconds, nothing should happen. And there we go. Cool. All right. Calling. No, if we want to temporarily pause the timer instead, use the timer's paused property. My timer.pause equal true. Calling start will not resume the timer. The timer will be paused until pause is set to false again. Okay. Okay. So okay. Visualizing the timer. To understand how the timer ticks down, we can print out the timer's time left. Let us print only when time left is greater than 0, so that we print the message only while the timer is running. Let's make a new func process delta float print my timer dot time left. Okay. What is that warning for? Parameter delta is never used in the function process. This is intended to prefix it with underscore. Okay. We'll run this again. Oh, there it is. Why is it still printing? It's not supposed to print after 0. Oh, they left out this. Okay. So we'll add if my timer dot time left is greater than 0, then print it. Oh, what's wrong? I have a semicolon and semicolon. Bada bing. Let's see. So now, with the timer created, how do I add a visual element to it? So a label, I think. But let's finish reading the document first. As we wrap up this exploration of the timer class in Godot, it's clear that mastering this tool can significantly enhance the dynamics and polish of the game. Harnessing the power of time through code isn't just a technical skill, but an art form that breathes life into your game. Blah blah blah, shill. So, how to create label in Godot. Or how to add label to element. Godot. Displaying text with labels. How to display text with labels, oops, labels in Godot. Canvas item node object. A control for displaying plain text. It gives you control over the horizontal and vertical alignment and can wrap the text inside the node's bounding rectangle. It doesn't support bold italics or other rich text formatting. For that, we use rich text label instead. I think that's what we want. Maybe, probably not. Okay, so we definitely want to label. Just go ahead and add that to the scene. Add child, label, time, left. First, make sure you give it a try. Documentation. Heads up display. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea to add some. So that's minutes and seconds, I guess. Creeps, blah blah blah, start button. Now add script to HUD. Okay. Score label dot text. The function is called when the player says game over for 2 seconds and return to the title screen and add a brief pause. Show start button. That's fine. Add the code below to the HUD to update this. So it's gonna be similar to like update this. So let's properly name the timer text. Timer text. Okay, so we have that there, which is what we want. How to connect. I want it to happen from the timer label specifically. Let's see. Score label. Preset, we don't care about that. Don't care about that. Choose anchor preset. We don't care about that. Now add this script to HUD. Extends the canvas layer. Notifies the main node that the button has been pressed. We now want to display a message temporarily, such as get ready. So we add the following code. We also need to process what happens when the player loses. The function is called when the player loses. Add this to HUD to update the score. We want I'm going to change this to timer label. So in the script, can we access the timer label? Dot text is equal to time left? I think? No, it doesn't like that. Identifier time left not declared in the current scope. Oops. My timer dot time left. Let's give it a go. Let's see. Oh, we got an error. Invalid set index text based on label with type of float. Can I give it type string instead? Is that allowable? Nope. Okay, so this is of type float. So this is of type text. Can I cast it to a string? No. Function string. Alright, so let's look into GD. Does it have casting? Casting. Let's Godot type casting type conversion. Int str. Okay. Str. Does that work? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, damn! Okay. That's some progress. What if I don't want it to? give it 60. And try it again, just to get a better visual representation. Okay, so it is giving us what we need, essentially. But I need to update the label to have time left, and then colon, and then the minutes and seconds, not the seconds and milliseconds. Nice. Okay, that's progress though. Label settings. I'm just gonna add this to my notes. It's good to have. Okay. Float. Godot. 2 decimal places. Extends label, var total 0. Process delta. Plus or minus delta divided by 100. It can't be that easy. So what I'm thinking is divided by 100. Let's see what it gives us. No, I didn't do shit. How do I convert it into time? Float value to time. Good. Float stable documentation. Formatting a timer. I'm trying to format time. How would I do this? I'm not sure if I got your question. We will put it as an output like this. Like a weekday and stuff. That's not. Okay, we'll worry less about the formatting right now. Let's not divide it by 100, first and foremost. How do I... Can I do this? Probably not. Let's see. Label. Godot. Label. Godot. Label. Variable and label. Once you make it variable. Oh. Wait. We saw in the stupid thing. Back. Okay. Score label.text string.score. But if I change it to timer label.text is equal to time left plus that. Is that a real thing? Hey, Mamma Mia. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on my puppy. Okay, I'm back again. Zoom. Alright. So we have the timer doing what we need it to do, except for show it in a time format. So do min seconds. So next step is to get it to show in the time that we want. So we need my timer dot time left to be formatted into minutes and seconds. So dot time left to min and second. Good. Let's see. Pad decimals. That too. I think that might give us what we need to dot decimals too. Let's see if it works. It's not giving me an error, so broken. What is the error? Non-existent function, pad decimals, and base float. That makes sense. So it's just the first thing I saw. Delta float. Good. Does it need to be float? Let's see what happens. If it's not float, oops. Okay. So maybe it doesn't need to be a float. Doesn't need to be explicitly typed. Add decimal to crash. Yeah. That's not a real thing. Online docs. Decimal. Time 2 minutes, seconds, mil. Time float. So I see. So there's not like a built-in function, it looks like. We'll need to take our time left and format it in its own thing here. Time to minute 6 milli. So format time left. I think. Then we will put in my timer dot time. My timer dot time left. Can I do that? No. Me, do I need to assign it to a variable? My time. Variables equal int time divided by 60. My timer should be accessible as a variable. So my timer dot time left. Can I create a variable that will hold the value of my timer dot time left? Does that work? Okay. So we're going to comment that out for now, but we're going to take this and we're just going to throw it at the bottom. And we're going to say time. Let's see what it gives us. Okay. Nothing. It's not changing anything. Let's go back to the code. Timer label dot text time left string dot time. We sub in mins. Let's see if it gives us a value. It does not. And we might have to timer label that text. Process delta. Well, if we put here. Okay. So it's showing 0, so time is present. Let's just change this to 3 minutes. So if this is 3 minutes, when we start the scene, it should show 3. It shows 0. Okay, that's not right. Maybe this is in the wrong place. What if we put this here? Does it break? Does it get mad? Let's put it at the top here. Then we'll print time. Let's see if it gives us anything. Play. Okay, so it gives us the time. So that's right time. If we take this, let's take that. And we're going to put time here. And see if anything happens. I don't think. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Okay, let's roll it back a little bit here. Go back to this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Do I need to do the formatting within my process? I might need to. Let's look at that example again. Process delta, if my timer is greater than this, show that. Yeah, I think it can be done within the process here. So let's humor ourselves here. So we're gonna do do the variable int is equal to int time with my timer dot time left, right? And then we're going to divide it by 60. Where's that? Divided by 60. What is this for though? What is this? Time minus equals my timer dot time left minus equals mins times 60. Okay. Var seconds and my timer dot time left okay, so what? So it's the minutes, which is that divided by 60. My timer minus equals the minutes times 60. Okay. And then here, I should be able to do mint. Then a colon plus string seconds. Expected end of statement. Plus seconds. Okay. Does this do what I need it to? Play this in. Broken. Integer division decimal part will be discarded. Because cannot set value into property time left. Okay, so I think I need to make it into a variable for it to be able to be modifiable. Where am I? There it goes. Okay. Making some progress here. So let's do var time is equal to my timer dot time left, right? Element time divided by time divided by time. So try it again. No. Cannot. Oh. I gotta change this to time too. Time. Okay, 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 okay. Hell yeah. Got a legit timer going on here. Just let it count down the full minute. Yeah, pretty happy about this. So, part of my issue right now with game dev is I rely heavily on ChatGPT to help me figure things out. So while it does have its benefits, I do feel like it's a crutch for me. So figuring this out on my own is cool. I don't like how that went a little weird at the end there. Let's change it to 10 seconds. 9, 8. Yeah, I want it to keep the leading 0. Let's see. Okay, so it needs this decimal modulo thing. We're just gonna grab that wholesale and poop it in there. So that should give us the yeah, I do use ChatGPT at work a lot to like write scripts, because it's more about deliverability. Uh, so they're probably in the game that I'm actually working on. That's not this little micro game that I'm making. I have used it heavily to make a lot of progress, and it's like that's cool. Uh, so it's a blessing and a curse. I think it's beneficial. But if you're somebody like me and it's like, well, I just want to see it work, it definitely stunts the learning process. Uh, but yeah, I like it. It's fun to play around with. I built a bot not too long ago for Discord actually, um, to pretty much act as um, a DM for a game, a tabletop game. And I used ChatGPT to build that, and I was able to do it in an evening. So that was like, okay, yeah, that's fun. But I didn't really learn anything, so I can ramble about that. It's an interesting discussion to have. Oh, sweet. Timer's looking good. Hell yeah. Let's let's do what's a minute and a half? 90 seconds? Nice. Cool. So that's our timer done. For the most part, we'd be able to um, modify this to work for the shift timer. So from the beginning of the shift to the end of the shift, and then for the customers as well. Um, yeah, it is. I've taken yeah, it's it's nice. I for my resume because I have to keep an updated resume for work. Um, yeah, It's ChatGPT all day. I feed it my credentials, and it's like, please provide me a resume, and it's like, here you go. Sorry, hydration break. Sweet. I'm really happy about this. And with that, I think that's a good place to stop with development for now. I do have to do my gambling for Final Fantasy 14, so I'm actually gonna switch over to that quick. BRB. Alright. I'm back. Alright, let's... Yeah, I'm moving. So none of these are going to be 6. Ooh, 5,400. That's not bad. It's like halfway to the jackpot. Could be this one. Sure is. Nice. I also keep a log of what my earnings are. I won't play any of the other games. Could be this one. Nope. Plus 54. 20,454. Not bad. Write it down. What does that put me at? Yep, Paladin. Oh, I can't see my chat box. Let's put chat box here. Hiya. There we go. Yeah, I only recently started spending time here. I really want. Where is it? It's one of these. One of those. I guess I could do some MSQ stuff. Yeah. I want to catch up before Dawnbreak comes out, but I doubt I'm going to be able to. I just got so much heckin' stuff to do. Where's my blur? Whoa! What did I do? Game? There we go. Blur? There it is. Okay. Let's switch to. You're still in the Realm Reborn? Oh my goodness. It gets a lot better after Realm Reborn. It actually gets interesting. Did I say I was in Stormblood? I'm not in Stormblood. I'm in Shadowbreakers. Really? I thought you had played before. I thought you were a samurai. But I've been wrong before. Where are my mounts at? Let's get to you know, I go through my my phases of like not touching it for a while and then like playing hardcore, and I've been out of the loop, not the loop, but the playing loop for quite some time now. Definitely a time sink. Samurais are fun. Samurais are really fun. I was running it for a little bit, but my main is Paladin, and I had to like backtrack too much to catch up my samurai.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
No, that's fair. They're not. I think the free version is up to Stormblood now. So like the first 3 expansions.
It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
Nice thing is, once you get further into the story, like most of the cutscenes are fully voiced.
Oh, no.
And I really appreciate that.
Ulrich!
Boo! That's kind of dumb how it works backwards like that.
We have to run!
Oh shit. Honestly, that's why I skipped most of Realm Reborn's story, is because I had to read it, and I'm like, I just want to get to the end.
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it.
Damn.
The time left to you is precious. No one should die in vain. Mother,
Yeah, a lot of the in-between stuff is utter nonsense. Oh, is she gonna turn into a Sin Eater? Oh. That's terrible and haunting. I don't like that one bit.
No!
Oops. Yeah, I mean, sucks to suck. We're not gonna fight that thing? Sorry, Tetsu, I tried to tell the cares what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on, not like this. Alright, let's go tell people they died. It's just so unfair. She was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. Yeah. Oh my. I have a fancy Final Fantasy controller that's not working. Oh, there it goes. Alright. It's like a big left-handed keypad. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I can barely. I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing, about giving people a chance to say their goodbyes. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them, to me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Halric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Only hurt? No. Soul. Her, there wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. Can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Halric back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you'll forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halric's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Womp. Farewell, Halric. Keep Telsane's words close to your heart, or whatever she said. Right, you're leaving this very moment. I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the eaters. And what if we corrected the balance? Even if we were only little by little, even if it took years, it surely would make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. Should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I gained here to hurt them. Onwards. She was like, the fuck? Where are we going? that up. I miss being able to fly. Give me 10 so I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the end battle against the blight with kindness, I must fight in my own way with steel. Miss Alice, is there anything I can get you? Mrs. Amaro, I need to return to Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Remind me to wear goggles if I fly over this place again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. The wind did help me clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the sinews out, shall we? Onwards. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say a word. I have business. Oh, and if I know my brother, he'll be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success if he hasn't already. I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being. Don't keep me waiting too long, eh? Once. And then I gotta find the brother. But probably gonna stop here for now. It's almost my bedtime. It was fun. Thanks for hanging out during dev stream and some Final Fantasy. Gonna be doing it pretty much on Wednesdays now. So if you're around, hop on. Happy to hang out. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Catch you. Oh, did I break something? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Did I? Hello? Bueno? Okay, there we go. Yeah, have a good one, man. Take it easy.